Hey guys and girls, Dave here with Affordable Door and Gate. Wanted to make another video. I know you guys are sick of probably hearing the 8500s, the problems I'm having, and the callbacks. But anyways, if you got one of these openers, I don't recommend them in your business if you're an installer or owner. And unless it's an extreme situation. Not saying these don't have a purpose, but don't go installing them too far away from your shop. This one I'm going to show you a clip. We're at a customer. Basically, I made it 3 years. Then coder went bad. I found out now, but after the fact, we didn't care. We're ripping it out. We're putting something else in. So I'm going to show you a video clip, and you'll see what's kind of going on at the customers. Needless to say, I mean, it wasn't an ideal situation. It was freezing cold out. I basically already had a day and a half of going out there now. I paid a technician and myself to go out there. So you think about the money that we're losing. It was not a good situation. Freezing cold, ice on the ground. He left the door open, so snow's been blowing in. That's the stuff that really irks me. It's not the fact that the coder is very little. Even the customer mentions to me, you know, you should go to the Liftmaster rep and complain and get this replaced and whatnot. And I don't think he quite understands all the grief that I have to go through just to make that happen. Unfortunately, I'm not an attorney, so I can't charge per minute like an attorney would for all my phone calls and conversations and then get reimbursed. It doesn't work that way. So it's just easier to make everybody happy and just change it out, be done with it, move on, and try to keep my word. Good customer, refers this to a lot of people, so I want to make them happy. But just remember that callbacks cost you greenbacks. Just remember that. Callbacks cost you greenbacks, and they cost a lot. I mean, a lot. So that's why I get irked about this, that this is failing. So anyways, we're going to watch the clip, and after the video, I'm going to show you what openers I'm doing to combat this problem, and so far what has been working in my industry, my business, so you guys, maybe it can help you out in the field to make better decisions with your customers. So let's get to it. Holy cow, you all right? Yes, litter box. Yep. Okay, make it work. I want to see if it works. Was it disconnected? Oh, lovely. So how tall is this? 2, 4, 5, 6. What? And that thing just slid in? And that's where it thinks it's at?
It must think it's down limit. And you can reset the limits if you want, and it'll run.
Don't hit the kitty litter box.
Yeah.
Well, here you go, guys and girls. Me and Mr. Dale are tearing out another 8500. This one has seemed to lost its limits. It's not keeping the limits. It's just having sporadic, intermittent problems. So, with that said, this one's going bye-bye. We're swapping this out free of charge. Let's take a look at the date here. This one was installed, you can see, 11, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19. Basically only made it 3 years. And it's having problems. So we're actually doing this free of charge. So if it's something that you're installing 85s, you might have to come back and do warranty work. So we're going to actually install this this guy right here, the MJ. A little more commercial, but we just need something to work and do the job and make it so we don't have to come back for 10 or 20 years, hopefully. Now Liftmaster's been having some problems with circuit boards too, so hopefully this doesn't have a problem in the future. But yep, another 8500's gonna go in the junk pile. So good luck to y'all.
Oh, we got so many hands. I gotta hold the gun, I gotta try to hold the screw, and hold the thing that's about to fall.
Right.
So I can run that third arm.
Man, I'm just really disappointed. You get a lot of people that comment on these 8500s, you know, that we're installing them wrong and all this other kind of stuff. Maybe be. But this guy has 3 of them. We sold him three on his property. And he's already having the one we're taking out. I just took a picture of there. And then we're taking this one. This guy here is having problems now. So what is this going to cost me? It's a great guy. I want to take care of him. It's not like he's been using these things nonstop. It's a standard door. We didn't install the door. We installed the opener. But now the side lock, this guy right here, this guy, it quit working. So now I'm going to put a new one on it. So you just got too many things that can fail. These are another accessory that can fail. Yeah, he doesn't have to have it, but I want to make it right for him. He said he liked it. So you guys do the judgment. Yeah, so it didn't work out so good. I was wondering, I was watching that video, if any of you guys are going to the IDA Expo this year. I believe it's March, it's like the 17th, 16th, 17th in there. So I was wondering if any of you guys were going. If you are going, comment below, or if you do see me, say hi, because I'm going to be down there with the wife. We're actually going to check it out. So it'll be my first time. I'm kind of excited. So anyways, let's rein it back a little bit, and let's take a look at what I'm using right now that seems to be helping. So the first one that I'm not using, which I did want to explain, and I'll tell you why here in just a second, is the Liftmaster 8355. I think this is a good opener. This opener, though, I had my aunt have a problem with it. I've had numerous of customers. It seems like for some reason with the 8355, when they're losing power, they're losing their memory. Now, when I say losing their memory, there's two different ways it can go. It can either lose its limits, so it doesn't know where to stop or where to go down, or it can lose the force settings, which will make the door stop halfway up. I've had this happen a couple times. Had a guy that I did a horse barn for, and for some reason he wanted to shut the breaker off to the barn because he didn't want to walk out to the barn. Told him he can't do that. And so when I went there, both doors simultaneously were going up only halfway. Now I was personally the guy that installed them, so I knew it got done correctly. Now I talked to a tech about it, another tech. He said sometimes if you run those things for maybe like 10 or 20 times, it'll help set that. I thought I ran it at least probably 8. I know the customer I asked him, he ran it about 5 times. So I figured that was probably enough. Now, I did talk to another technician that told me that he thinks they got rid of that. But either way, I just had this happen about 2 weeks ago. My own aunt called me on her opener. They lost power. She pulled the disconnect. Of course, she was having trouble hooking the disconnect back up. And then she got it connected, but then the limits weren't quite right. So in my business, I don't really want to see these anymore. I think they have some kind of weird glitch in them. I don't understand it. I can't explain it. But the 8355, I just don't. So going to the biggest, baddest one that I'm using right now would be the Liftmaster, the Elite here. And it's just called a WLED. It's just, probably stands for Wi-Fi, and that's the LED is built in. We have installed one of these. It sounded like it was really cool. It lights up nice. The reason I do enjoy these is that we do try to provide light bulbs for our customers. It's just something that saves us headaches down the road. And this is just all built in, so I don't have to try to run around and get light bulbs and stuff, and it's a little bit more money, but this is also our premium. We do charge quite a bit for this guy to install it. So next, we're phasing out maybe of this a little bit. My one worker here, he told me that we should keep this guy around as another option. I don't know if I really think so, just because it's not that much savings. It's $30 basically for not having the built-in LEDs. And I just don't feel like that's enough savings to keep this thing around and give the people the option of, basically they want to put light bulbs. And I think it costs us more to have to fight and get light bulbs for these things, and they don't have them or whatnot, or we just forget. So, but this so far has been pretty bulletproof. Has not had too many problems. 8550W been pretty bulletproof. The reason being, I think, is because it has battery backup. So when you lose power, it's also keeping the memory. So that's just my opinion. So next, this is just kind of our tried and true. This guy, we've been doing the linear. This is kind of our cheaper model. The reason I do enjoy these is that they have still the mechanical limits. So if you shut the power off, You could let this thing sit for a year and come back, and I guarantee when you power it back up, it's still going to know where its up and down limits are. So these have been pretty good to us as a cheaper option for our customers. I wanted to also throw this guy in here, the 8165. We don't install a lot of these just because we prefer the belts. But these are just kind of another rugged, just real simple opener. The thing I do not enjoy about these though is the same thing as with the 8355. It concerns me with the new circuit boards in them that it won't keep force settings and limits. So honestly, I don't know exactly how this one got into our thing. It's probably for a certain customer, but I would steer away from these. But if you just need maybe a good rugged, hopefully opener that's a chain drive, to be honest, just thinking it on the fly, I wouldn't even mess with this guy. I wouldn't even mess with it. I'd just go to this guy. Just go to this guy because this is just got the mechanical limits. I know the buttons and that seem kind of cheap on them, but it just works. And I haven't had any circuit board or any kind of problems with them. So that's one thing that's definitely saving grace for this guy. Now, if you go to their commercial stuff, I'd walk away. They seem to be having problems. But that's what I've been using in my lineup. I do also use, there's one more. Let me show you here, if I can find it, if it's not too dark out here. See if you guys can see that guy up there. But that would be, let's focus it all. Would be just the good old ATS. The good old ATS works pretty good for us. I do enjoy the ATSs. They've been around. They still have the AC motor, so they do work really good. So anyways, I hope that's somewhat helpful for you guys. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash and kill the 8500. It's just I want people to understand what's out there. I know as me, just like when it comes to Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Dodge, you know, I want to know what I'm buying out there. I want to know the glitches and the problems. So I appreciate when people make videos. I hope you guys appreciate this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you're at the IDA Expo, comment below. I want to know. Or if there's anything you have questions on, do comment below. My phone has been having problems, so I'm not getting notifications. So typically I don't see them until I either get in the office and I click on YouTube and I actually look at them, and then I try to go through some of them. But if you guys ever have something that's really direct and you want to get a hold of me, you can always email me at my name, which is just Dave, and then it's doobson@gmail.com. That works too. So just remember Dave, last name Doobson, DUBSON @gmail.com. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.